Hello everybody, welcome, come on in. I wish so bad that I could flip this around so that when I hold up something, y'all could read it. Okay. Let's get logged in. For those that may be new and don't know who I am, my name is Michelle and I'm Snow Fox Designs. What I do is a lot of different kinds of crafting, repurposing, some tips and tricks, and always open for good conversation. All right, let's get our pages all. Hey Karen, hey Lisa, thanks for sprinkling. I'm going to try something new because I'm not using my phone today. I want to do some painting and grab some pictures as I'm doing it. So I'm going to be looking over here. Hi Karen, how are you? But first, before we get into this, we're going to do, I got this from Laura from her spring bundle collection, and we're going to do the bee shelf sitter is what I'm calling it. But I don't know where I put the box. I got this new bow maker here, and y'all, I attempted a bow by myself. I can see that it still needs some improvements, but here it is. And I got the little tidbits here from dovetailing it because I like to collect them because you never know what you can use them for later on. But I don't think it's too horrible for the first time, but totally by myself. But I can see improvements. But here is my first bow. I don't know where I put the, oh, duh, right here next to me. This is what, when we were at the retreat, Paula had one, and I thought, oh, I like the way how tight it holds in here, the ribbon in that, so I really liked it, and it's called the Bow Genius. It's by, Offray, it's O-F-F-R-A-Y, I believe. But I couldn't find it anywhere but on eBay. And then somebody said they found one on their marketplace. I looked on mine. There was nothing close. And what I could find on the marketplace was already the same price as what I found on eBay. Hey, Tina. Thanks for sprinkling. Thanks, Lisa, for sprinkling. Thanks, Karen. I was having storms. If I lose, you were having storms. I'm not sure what you're meaning, Lisa. But let me just show you a little bit before we get into creating here. So it does come with some extra pieces in here. I'll just give you the whole little spiel on here. I'll show it all to you. So if you go looking on eBay and find one, it does come with some instructions. It comes with this nice little handy-dandy case and all these extra pieces so that you, if you want to do other kinds of bows, you can do other kinds of bows. Well, if I can put it in here correctly. They have little pieces that go in here. But like I said, I found some on Marketplace when I looked. Now, I don't know, things change from week to week, day to day. They could have something out there now, and it could be, cheaper than what I found. Because I think somebody said they found one for like $6 or $8. And I thought, that's a real good deal, because I couldn't find anything for that. And the ones that I did find on the marketplace weren't any different than the cheaper ones that I had found on eBay. It also has I haven't read the instructions yet, but it's like a little needle here, if I can get it out. Well, I can't pull it out. It should come out, but my fingers aren't letting me. It has like a little needle on the end here. And these come out. So, read the instructions, figure out all the good little techniques for it, but I really liked it because it holds the bow a lot tighter in here, and because my hands don't work that well, I thought that's perfect. And it had the instructions, and it has a nice little carrying case. So all in all, works good for me. And it locks, but you have to make sure it's totally unlocked before you try to lock it. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, I'm sorry your antibiotics were kicking your butt. My kit, the wooden kit, it's from Laura, Piney Creek. Well, I'm not pushing this down or something because it ain't locking. There. Okay, so I'm going to stick this back in here, and then we're going to move along. So, I really like it. I like it better than the Bodabra. And I never did ever get to really try, what is it, the Easy Bow Maker, the wooden one. That one looked like, yeah, not for me. But, again, I think not too bad for the first all by myself, but practice, I guess, will make perfect. Yes, the spring box. So, excuse me, I'm still dealing with, I'm assuming, allergies. I'm going to start off by using Colonel Mustard on here. And then I have, as you can see, a whole bunch of other paints in that in front of me. But I also have, wherever I just put them, markers. So we can use markers also. But I'm going to start off with, I think, the Colonel Mustard for the beehive. Thanks, Lisa. I'm hoping it'll get better. I was like, okay, I give myself a little bit of leniency, but I think it could be better. But we'll get there. Practice does make perfect, I'm told. So how has everybody's day been so far? As you can see, I was doing some working in my craft room here, cleaning up some of the stuff, getting it from behind me. And then my next step is think I'm going to go and open up an eBay and post some stuff on eBay to sell. And I'm contemplating about a live auction. It's just, I know kind of where to start, just not totally. So I figure gonna have to bite the bullet here sometime. Girl, I will try some shading techniques, but you and me, you don't know. Sometimes I have the confidence and other times I don't. So we will see. My only thing is, the only yellows I have, because I was thinking about that with the paint, is I do have the Colonel Mustard. I have Rebel Yellow. Now, I thought I had another one here. And the only other one is Magnolia. So I have to kind of figure out which one I was kind of thinking. But then I thought, you know, some of this in like the crevices and that are a little darker in far as not so much yellow, but I could do like a little bit of mud puddle or something. I don't know. You're busy. Thanks, Cheryl. I'm too hard on myself. Well, if I'm, you know, I'd rather me be hard on myself than anybody else being hard on me. Not that I can't, I don't mind constructive criticism in that, but it makes me even harder on myself if if somebody says, hey, you can do better, or whatever, then I really get hard on myself. But y'all, I came from a military father, so if any of you came from military parents or family, some of them were hard on you. It's like, suck it up, buttercup. No pain, no gain. All that stuff. All right. So, let me see. What do I want to try here? It would help if I get out a paper plate. Oh, noise there. That's what I was thinking. Like the brown, like I was kind of thinking the mud puddle for in the creases. If I can do this. Sometimes I admit, I am very hard on myself. Especially when, and I'm sure a lot of us are, especially in like the crafting world and that, you have this image in your mind. And then when it doesn't come out the way you want, it's like, ugh. Still in PJs, been a couple hard days. Oh no. Yes, Karen, keeping you in prayers, my friend. So I'm just going to use the same paintbrush and see how I can do this. And trust me, if I don't like it, we will change it up or add something to it. So, Mickey, I didn't get to see, what are you up to now as far as needing so you can go live? I know there was like a 60-day waiting period, but are you up to the amount of people you need? And if you want to share your page on here, because I don't know who may be watching or who hasn't followed you, go ahead and tell them, and then they can come on and help you so you can get on to having all the people you need. Because in my mind, we're all a crafting community. We're here to help each other. And we're actually more in a lot of aspects, we're more than just a crafting community. We're a Facebook community, and a lot of people, are helping each other to, get their followers up and stuff like that. So if I can help you by having you say something on here, go for it. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? So if there's anybody on here not following Mickey, please follow her. She's trying to get enough people and that so she can start going live. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I love these brushes. I got them when Hobbies was having them clearanced out, I guess. I don't know if they still have them. They're the Royal Langnickel brushes. And they're back by where they have the really nice paintbrushes. You're following her? Good. So that's what we're going to try. Now, I don't need to paint both of these, but I do need to paint the one because it's going to be down here at as the step. So I'm thinking what, and we may do some more to here because we still have to add pieces. So what color do we want to paint this? Maybe a gray or something, or maybe we'll just paint that all brown so it's like on a tree trunk. What do you think? Brown or gray? We'll think about that one. And then what color do we want? We got the windows, the little windows. I have all kinds of colors here. I already got some colors picked out for the flowers. But I'm thinking might do for around the window frame, just to give it a little more pop, some chocolate. And maybe even the door. And then, of course, we're going to have some honey here. But what I want to do is add some sea spray. So it's kind of lumpy and bumpy there. More textured. Brown for the bottom. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was thinking use that kind of like maybe a tree trunk or something. So we are going to paint this, but I did bring out pens just in case. So y'all, you know, yesterday I did that little like live with Miss Teeter. I came back in and Rip was like, hey, how's come she's getting all the attention? So I had to do one with him so he wouldn't have a little fit. It wasn't really a fit, but they're both really good dogs. They're like lovey-dovey. Like that, lovey-dovey. Hi, Casey. How are you? I hope so, Tina. I hope so. So I'm wondering, let me see, I had some, is this it? I'm going to add a little bit of this to the bottom too, just because I can. This is the French linen. It's not quite gray. It's more of, well, you can see. I'm going to add a little in here while it's wet. Just a little. Hell, y'all, it was, I don't know if you saw earlier today, but it was so beautiful yesterday. And then today, I said a little, but I lied. Kind of mixing it in here. It's dang right cool out there today. And then from my understanding, we're going to get another wind change. Weather change, not wind. I'm saying wind because I can hear it out there. So just a little mix. Okay. We're going to swap this out for now because we have our doors. And our windows. Sorry, y'all. So I'm thinking I'm going to try the chocolate from Dixie Belle for the window frames. And I need a smaller brush. And I thought I had one here. Where did it? There it is. That chocolate, y'all, it has a smell. Whew. I don't know how many has opened the chocolate, but it's stinky. A lighter color. I was thinking a darker color, personally. But, let me see. I know I had the mud puddle, but I don't know if I got lighter than that. But we can always mix one. I don't see lighter. I have burlap. That's really light, though. So, I was thinking chocolate. Karen says lighter. Yes, I think the pollen is really getting to me. My left eye, I'm watching that because it seems to be getting pink. And I'm like, uh-oh. So, I was thinking dark. Karen says light. What do y'all say? Because I can mix up and make it lighter if we have to. Let's try dark, and then let's go from there. How does that sound? Let's see what one of the window frames will look like. If we have to go lighter, we can always... Oh, duh. Even without doing the burlap, I have the markers, y'all. Could use the markers if we have to. I'm sure it has lighter colors that I don't have in paint. Oh, fun, Tina. All this pollen is not helping anything. So we're going to finish painting this one first, and if we don't like it, then I can paint it white and then paint it a lighter color. So let's put this off on the side for a minute and just see. I take this, get rid of those. I don't know, I think I kind of like the darker. What's the verdict, y'all? Yeah, I could do that too, Mickey. Let's see what this looks like. I'm not going through the whole part of it. But we'll see. I'm just adding a little bit of this over the top of it. So there's kind of a dark but light also. Can y'all see that? So it has like, it's dark, but then it has like a little bit of light to it. I don't know if y'all can see it. I think I might add just a tad bit more just so you can see it a little bit better maybe. So it's almost like dry brushing it over. It's kind of like giving it a little bit of distressed look. Let me get up and see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? So it's not solid brown. You like that? I think I do too. So let's do the other one. Woohoo! And we'll probably do, I'm thinking maybe even doing the door frame like that. But first I'm going to move the grass out of the way. And put those over there. Do the window, and then we'll do the door frame. And I'll have to pull out the door and the honey that's dripping. Because I do want to make the honey kind of with some sea spray in it to give it some more texture and stand out more. So I'm thinking we're probably going to do, like I said, both the window frame and the door that way. Thanks, Karen. I'm just lightly, very lightly going over the top of it. But my goal, y'all, and y'all can check with me every day you come on, my goal is to practice at least once, if not twice, on the bow maker. Because I need to get more proficient at doing bows. Okay, there's it. I just did this tape board and it sure is sticky, y'all. I'm going to move this over here for the moment so we can get our door done. So I was thinking about using the magnolia color yellow for the bee. And then I did forget to get my black, but then we're going to do black on his little stripes. But I was also thinking about putting a little texture so those pop. Because I thought that would be kind of cool to have a little texture to his little bee body. Do the door with a little bit of sea spray. But the only thing about that is, I don't know if you can see the honey dripping on it. That's where I was going to use the sea spray on the honey, so that would pop. I'm not sure we're going to need this again, but we'll keep it out just in case. Just in case. Is it? I didn't even know it, Karen. You should see me trying to do the bow, because it is easier and it does hold better, I personally feel, in the bow maker that I was just showing y'all. But I still kind of struggle with it, so I was probably doing all kinds of fingers up. Oh well. Alright, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and glue these as we get them ready. So I don't lose any, because I could do that, you know. And then I'll be going, alright y'all, where'd it go? Alright, it feels like it's got a clog. Yeah, I figured give the honey drips the little texture. I'm probably going to glue myself. This is, I like this stick fast, but to me it's almost identical to Star Bond. So you got to be careful with it too. Oh yeah, I've already, I was messing around with some stuff today, and I already got some on myself, so I already have some on my hands. Let's get our door frame. Gotta make sure I get this on correctly, because you know, if you don't, then you can have issues with the other piece, so let's hope. Y'all didn't see that. You didn't see it at all. Nothing happened. Nope. Not a thing. It was all a figment of your imagination. Okay. So now we have this. And then we're going to do our door. See, I knew nobody saw that. Let's get our door on here. And let's get our honey off of here. So we have our door and our door handle. Man, this piece doesn't want to come out. Now it's stuck in between. There. So we'll do our door, the brown, and do the little, I think we might make that solid, don't you think? Let's do that one solid. Hey, Ken. Hi, Carolyn. Oh, Ken, you came on me at first? You just missed what I just did. I was taking a drink out of my tea and it hit the floor. Nobody saw it though, so we're good. Thanks, Carolyn. I appreciate it. Carolyn, I was showing everybody earlier the new bow machine, as I'm going to call it, that I got off of eBay, because when we were out at the retreat, Paula had one and she found hers at like a Goodwill or a thrift store. And I made my first bow over here earlier. I need to practice more, but I don't think it's too bad. But I really like it. It's the Ofray Bow Genius. I like it because it really holds the bow, the material, the ribbon, whichever you're using, nice and tightly. So if you go and watch the beginning, you'll see it. So I'm painting the door. I think I'm going to leave it. Now I'm debating. Living on smushed potatoes and carrots last couple days. I want a nice pork chop or chicken breast. Oh, I bet. Hopefully, I mean, after you get all the antibiotics and that in you, it won't be so bad, Karen. I'm just going to put a little bit of the lighter, I think, around like where the the entryway, the side where you open the door. And maybe some at the bottom. Kind of like almost outlining it, but not totally. Okay, that needs to be rinsed out. Now, let's get our, where is it? Here it is, if I can get it out of here. Stick 3 in, and I stick 3 in, and I can't get it out. Come on. My paint's stuck, y'all. Alright, let's try this. And if I can't get it, then yay. How about, what do you think about that, to have a little bit of gold glistening for the honey? You got a bow maker at Walmart and Hobby. I have both the Bodabras, the big and the small, and they're okay. And then I had the other one, that's, what is it, the Easy Bow Maker. Not tried that one, but I was watching some other people use it, and I thought, I don't know that I don't even want to mess with that one. But the Bodabra's nice. But I really like this one better because I think it holds it much tighter for me. I think I might need to add just a tad bit more. Finished pills today, still feeling rough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Girl, I understand that. Where did I put it? Let's just add just a little bit more. I'm going to get a white because I think I'm going to do it with my finger. What the heck? Did my heat gun quit? Oh no! It's plugged in and everything. I think my heat gun just died, y'all. Dang nabbit. That's one thing I don't have a backup of. Well, the door is pretty dry. So we'll go ahead and add the door. Can't believe that. Let me see if I swap something around here. Yeah, it's almost dead, y'all. Can you barely hear it? Guess I need a new heat gun, Ken. Oh, now it's popping on. New heat gun, y'all. I think we're going to have to do it this way because I want to make sure that it fits. And we may dab a little more of the texture on the honey once we get it in here. I can't even remember where I got that heat gun at. That's what I'm going to wind up having to do until I get a heat gun. Yeah, I don't even know how well it's going to stay, though, y'all. I really don't. Because it wasn't really... It's barely doing anything. That's scary. All right, so for the bee, I'm thinking to use the daffodil, so he kind of pops. And then, where did I put my black? We're gonna use this. And Karen, you're still on here, are you not? I know some of y'all, aren't their antennas also black? Their little antennas. Just want to verify before I go and start. I know, that's what I was thinking, Mickey. It was barely going, and all of a sudden it was like, okay, that's kind of scary. I don't need something causing a major. All right, so what color do we want to do the wings, and what color and aren't the antlers black also? I'm going to do his head, and I can do his body because his little stripes I'm going to do his stripes black. So, if he's backwards, but what color, don't know what color I want to do his wings, and I'm pretty sure the antlers, why am I calling them antlers? Antlers are deers, y'all. Good gravy. His little, now I can't think of what you call them. Those are black, I'm pretty sure. Any Karen. Do kind of whitish for the wings. Okay. Antlers. Don't know what I was thinking there. Y'all can tell when it's a little hard to open. My face scrunches up. Eee! You could do the wings with white and then put oh, where did I put it? I just had it the other day, but I was moving stuff around. You're talking about diamond dust. Last time, I just had it. We may have to just go with a glitter because I don't know where I stuck the diamond dust. But I know that's what I'm pretty sure that's what you were thinking. Did I stick it up here? I don't know where I stuck it, so we'll have to use a glitter. And I have, never mind. Right in front of my face, y'all. Here it is. I don't know what I was thinking with antlers. Who knows? And I promise this is just hot tea. Let's open this so I have it ready. That's a good idea. I didn't think about the diamond dust, and usually I think diamond dust, but this time I was not thinking it. And you want to get it on here when it's pretty dang wet. I couldn't think of it either at first, and then it's like, oh yeah, diamond dust. I like the diamond dust. It is, glass and all, but if you like, I've always used my fingers and just put it on here like this and just kind of sprinkle it very lightly. I think if you do it lightly and don't really get in there and grind it, you're okay. I've not had a problem with doing it that way so far. Okay, now let's get our black, and I'm going to try to keep my glasses on, but I look funky because I got to look over them. We'll close this up because we may need it again. I don't know. We may put some on, a little bit on our flowers. Who knows? Thought I had an extra black over there, but I don't see it. I'm still in the process of moving stuff around. As you can see behind me, it's cleared up some, but I'm making headway, so that's what matters. My goal is to make sure that if possible, if I need to move my camera back, like say if Ken comes on and we're both doing a project at the same time maybe, then you can see both of us. That's what I would like to do. What's in the hot tea? Just tea and honey. Snow text. Hey, you're right there with, dang damn it, you're right there with me. Antlers. Tea on the floor. Paint on the hands. Messy today. This one, there was no mistaking. You could see it. The thing flipped, and I caught it in my fingers. So there's no mistaking that one. It done happened. I do like these stir sticks. So, Lisa, I don't know if you're still on. Thank you so much for sending me some. I appreciate it. And I actually probably should have did the tip of his bootay black for like the stinger. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm going to do just the tip. And it's not going to be as dark as the top, but enough. And since you're seeing the back of his head, there's no eyes, y'all. Did it again. I love the stir. There were nights she went to take a drink or something, and yep, I did. I got the stir sticks from Lisa Warner. Lisa Warner sent me some. So I don't know if she got them off of eBay, not eBay, Amazon, or exactly where. But I appreciate it very much. All right, let's get his little stripes. You know what? I think I'm going to use my fingers for that too. I did that with hot tea spilled all down the front. Good thing I had a thick robe on, burned a bit. Oh, Karen. That's actually what I have here, so I'm glad it went that way and not this way. Could you imagine doing it here and I'm like, ooh, it didn't burn. Be like hot glue all over again. You know, I should have used regular paint because this is not working as well as I would like it to. Let me see if I can find my black paint. Thought I had it sitting right here. No, I don't see it. Guess we're going to have to tough it through with this Magnolia paste. You never know what you're going to see on here. Paint all over the hand. Tea spilled on the floor. Missing your mouth completely. You got them from Amazon? Yeah, I could have used the markers on here, but I was trying to go for the texture on here. And it just wasn't not mixing very well with the Magnolia paste. But I think I got it, so. Let's move this. Now these I will have to take off so I can see what I'm doing. I'm one of those that can see up close without the glasses on. Well, Mickey, I hope by the next day before Friday you have the amount you need. And then, what, is it still 60 days you have to wait? Which, I don't totally understand that, but somebody said it was kind of to make sure it wasn't like a spammer or a troll that was trying to do lives. But once you are, just let us all know and we'll all jump on. Okay, it looks like this might be the very bottom one. And I'm doing them this way so they stick out more. I'm sure you could lay them down, but I want them to kind of stick out. Well, hopefully it's not. All right. I had to double check this because this one doesn't look. It looks like it's the same size as this one. Yeah, we're going to go with this one with the middle. So in my opinion, you could lay these any way you wanted to, really. But I'm laying them this way. Except I need to add a little more. Well. It doesn't look like that much came out on there. Stay, stay, stay. All right, this one doesn't want to stay glued. Let it sit there for a second. This is why I got a bunch of water wipes, so when I'm having a bad day, I got plenty sitting here. So here he is so far. And put him up there. And now I have some, one of the hearts looks like it could go in the window. If we want to, which I think we will put one in the window. But I'm not sure. Well, that one doesn't quite fit. They don't exactly, I'm not getting mine to go in the inside the door. But we could put one on the outside. This is too big. And this one's too big. So even though there's a hole in here, we could put that over the top. It does not fit. I cannot get it to fit inside the door. It's too wide. I could go one side, but the other side won't. So we could lay that on top like that if we wanted to. And if we do, what color do we want to paint the heart? And then I would have, if we want another one, we could add that. But we have these little flowers, and we have a little tiny, tiny heart here. And we can't forget our doorknob. And then we have some flowers we can put up on the bee. And the grass. Ooh, can't forget the grass, y'all. I was thinking for the flowers doing like some purple and lavender, and maybe add a little dab of pink in the middle. Little tweezers could come in handy. Yeah, I got big ones, but just seeing when the new retreat was, and I'm not going to be able to go because it's the wrong time of the year because my kids that works for me will be back in school. Aww. So I figured I'd do one of the flowers with the amethyst and leave the middle open where we could add maybe the lavender to it. And then we could either do one pink, all pink, or we can just do pink in the middle on... We might do one pink. What the heck? Only because I like a little bit of pop of color. So we're going to do the Dixie Belle Amethyst. Hi, Ronnie. Thank you for sprinkling. Happy Tuesday to you, too. You've been missing all the mishaps. Spilled my drink, got paint all over my hand. Good times. Heat gun not wanting to work. All fun things. Oh, I know what I was going to do too. I'm piling up with the paint here. But we're going to use the lighter right there. Good thing I got extra brushes here. We're going to use the Dixie Belle Soft Pink. And we're going to put that in the middle of the lavender. Just so we have a little bit of pop of color. And then we're going to take this and go around the one that has the amethyst color in the middle. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Y'all know? I'm not I know I'm going to have some fish for Ken and probably some mac and cheese for sure. Haven't decided if there's going to be anything else. We're going to try this. I'm a little bit afraid. There it goes. And then we have these buttons. I'm not sure what the buttons are for. Not sure. Let's see, what color? I think we're going to do really light for the knob. The door handle knob. Did we all decide if we wanted to put, because the heart does not fit in the hole. Mine doesn't anyway. Do we want to just put it, I'm thinking about just putting it on top, but not sure what color we want to do it in. Had chicken sandwich and some grilled cheese. Okay, I like grilled cheese. Chicken sandwich sounds good. Some baked beans, about one, and then just a little bit ago had some yogurt. That is it for the day. Lisa, what are you saying for the middle of the flower? Oh, the buttons. Duh. Thank you. So I painted them for nothing. Okay. That's all right. I'm good. I didn't even think about that. I don't know why. It was like, whoop. So we will fix that. We're going to paint one of these. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Y'all, I promise there's nothing in there but hot tea. Get our little lavender out. Paint the other one that. How did I not know that? You had lunch at 1:30, so you're probably not ready yet, Tina. All right, Lisa, we have a little tiny heart. Where does the little tiny heart go? And then we got our grass, and then I'm still debating, what do we want to do for the heart? Since it doesn't go into the hole for the door, it does not fit in here. I've tried both of them, and they're too big, so they would have to sit on top. Even flipping them around, so it would sit on top like that, which I'm okay with that. But what color do we want? Do we want to make it the gold and textured so it looks like a honey heart? And then I got an itty bitty heart. And then let's grab some green for the grass, because we got ideas for that one. We'll put our flowers somewhere up here. We got those already. We'll do our grass. And then figure out what we're doing with our hearts. You stuck the little heart on the back of the bee? Oh, I could do that. I could do that. All right, this is a new sticky board stick. There's very little of these in here, so I'm okay with mixing. And then we're going to come back. Got an itchy nose, y'all. Where's my little, there it is. Thought I had a darker green, but I don't see it. Is this it? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I think this is darker, so we're going to try that. So I want to give it a little something, something. Mine fit. Mickey, I've tried. It's not going in there. I don't know why. Because it won't even go, it won't even fit into the upper holes here. Neither one of them. See, it won't even go into the holes. Up here, I could get it down here, but then it won't go, it just won't, it's like it's just a smidge too big. So I'll just lay it on top. I'm okay with that. It's all good. I'm just going to take this and lightly swish to try to give it a little more, so it's kind of like stands out a little bit. I mean, I think it looks okay either way, as far as it would be nice if it would have went into the door, but I can't get it in there. That's okay. Zadai. So I don't know if y'all can see the grass or not. So it's got like a little dimension to it. And did we decide what color? I think we'll take his heart if we put it on the back of the bee somewhere. Like if we put it right on the middle of his little stripes, I think we'll do that in red just because it's a heart. But I think for the other one that I'm going to stick on the door, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the texture again on there and see how. So it's like a honey heart. And then I have an extra one that I'm probably just going to not do anything with. Oh, that's a good idea, too. Put a little tea light behind it. I could do that. Well, we'll paint this up and then we'll decide if we want to leave it off or if we don't. So when you did your flowers, did you put them up on the bee hive or not? Because that's what I was thinking about, putting it on the beehive. But then I could put some or one or something on the little stand also. We're going to play around and decide. This is the part you want to make sure you line up good so it goes down in there. That's a good idea with the tea light. Okay. Here's our little red for the little itty bitty heart, because we'll probably use it. I'm thinking. Oh my good gravy. Oh, the green that I added on was the Silk Acadia by Dixie Belle. This is a little bigger than I need, but we're going to use it anyway because it was the first one that I could get. Kind of worried about that heat gun. So I'm going to disconnect it and guess what? Try it one more time and see what happens. It's working now. That was so weird. All right, let's put our little buttons in the middle. I put 2 on the hive and 1 in the grass. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think anything about these buttons. Like, where do they go? Duh. Blooper. Mind blooper. All right, let's get our grass on. Yeah, I figured I better do it because when I was with CC, I had bought a whole bunch of cutouts from somebody. And I didn't do hardly any of them, so I got a bunch of cutouts here that I can do. I just need to get around to doing them. So here's what we have so far, y'all. I think it's looking pretty good, y'all. I'm not sure about the heart. I kind of think I want to use it, but then I'm thinking of like right there, kind of like that. What do you think about that? Or, I know, I'm putting it on his tail. You know the one that I painted black? Well, guess what? I think I like it like that. Can y'all see it so it don't fall? I think I'm going to put it there. For his little tushy. Let's see. Let's play around with this and let's see. We could do something like this. And then, just because we could either leave the window open or we can do that. Let me move that out of the way because we don't need that anymore. Like that. What do you think? I have a closet full of CC cutout stencils and colors. Oh, I have a lot of colors. I have a lot of stencils, but I have some laser cutouts here from several years ago, so I'm sure where I was getting them from don't have them anymore. Decide about the window, but I think that's where I'm going to leave the flowers. You like both? So my biggest question is, because I like it either way too, as far as the heart on the door. Have it like a honey heart or leave it. Because if I don't have it on, if I have it on, I still have the windows that are open, so you can still put a tea light behind the windows. You know, it'll show through the windows. If I leave the heart off, it'll just be an extra. Because you can see through here and here, so a tea light could still come through here. Or heart on, heart off. There's it off. There's it on. I'll be honest, I can't decide. I kind of like it both ways. This tape is sticky. Let's get this off. I just made this today, a little bit ago. It's pretty dang sticky, y'all. My choice, well, let's see if I did this good enough so it will go in the little slot here. Yay! Yep, I did it backwards. Duh. I'm doing it this way. So this is like that. I know the tea light, I could do it that way. And you could still set a tea light back here. I kind of like it this way in some aspects. So it's like the step to it. And if I did that, I might not, I don't know. I could do it this way and still set a tea light back here. Or, because it's not, don't have to glue it in. It fits snugly either way. Or I could leave it like that and then you can set the tea light right behind it. for now, I think I'm going to leave it like this, so it's like its little stoop, the little step. I think I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to leave the heart off. Because I think if we put it anywhere else, it would be way too much. Like if we put it up here. Of course, if I left it that way, I could put it right in front of there, but that would be goofy. So I think I'm just going to leave the heart off. I think that's it, y'all. And we didn't even use... I know, Tina, I know it's for the tea light to sit on, but I like it this way because it's like you're walking up to a step for the door. But, like I said, it's not glued in. It fits nice and snugly, so I can reverse it. If I want to just leave it sitting like that for now, you know, because this I will keep myself. But if I want to leave it like this for now, it's the little step to get to the door. And then, if I want to put a tea light in, I just pull it out and turn it the other way. That's my thoughts. So, it's reversible. And I am going to paint the back. I think I'm going to paint the back. But I don't think I did too bad of a job with like a little bit of shading and that in there. Do y'all? I'm open for, you know, if you say, could have done better, I'm okay with that. But I'll paint the back, the yellow also. Heart on the grass. Let me see, Karen. Ooh, I could kind of do it like over here. I could kind of do it there. Thanks, Mickey. We could put it like off to the side if that's what you're saying. Or leave it off. Let's take a vote. Put the heart here on the grass or leave it off. So it don't fall like that or off. Shading is okay. I know, I'm okay with, you know, there's improvement. Heart or no heart? Off, off. Okay, that's it. So I will paint the back later, but that is my project for today. Just a quick little recap for those that didn't see it. This is the Bow Genius. It's the Offray, O-F-F-R-A-Y one that I was talking about earlier. So if you want to go on and you didn't get to see the total thing, you can, but it comes like this, a nice little thing. And it holds a lot tighter, I feel. The only place I could find it is, yes, it was on Marketplace, but it was the same amount for me because it was a distance away, so they would have to, obviously, it wasn't local. Couldn't go just pick it up for me. I would have to have it shipped, and between that, it was the same amount that I was paying on eBay. But check your Marketplace, because I know somebody said they got theirs for either $6 or $8, and I think it was they could pick it up, so they didn't have to pay for shipping and that. So check that. Otherwise, I know eBay has them. Couldn't find them anywhere on Amazon or anything else. So, unless somebody's listed something now, I don't know. Thanks, Mickey. I appreciate that. Have a great night, too, Karen, and I hope you feel better, my friend. Thank you all for hopping on. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if there's anybody on here that you are not following, please go and follow them. I know on, like, they say on the Apple phones and that, you can see right now who you can follow. On Androids and that, it doesn't show. You have to go back in and look and, you know, watch the replay, and it'll show then. So please follow them because it helps all our pages out. And we all understand it's hard to watch everybody, so I try to go back and watch as many as I can. You know, go back and watch replays and that. That helps us also, but following is the biggest thing. So thank you all for hopping on. Thank you for chit-chatting. Have a good rest of the night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Some hearts. Let's see if we can get them all today. We did yesterday. Yay, so far so good. Yay, we got them all. Some more hearts for y'all. Love y'all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Have a good evening. Really, Lisa? Somebody was saying that it does show up on the apples, but I don't usually watch on an Apple. I watch on Android, and it doesn't on the Androids either. I always have to go back after the live. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. Bye, y'all.